We are 3 workout partners, drank enthusiasts, bullshit talkers, and soul sisters.
Yes, queen. Our goal in life, world domination.
Duh.
But for now, we'll spend our time with you, laughing and encouraging. We want to lift people up and hopefully motivate you to get your ass to the gym.
We aren't PC, no holds barred. We also aren't professionals. We talk about everything, everyone, and shit, sometimes nothing at all.
This is our real life.
Can you keep up?
Welcome back to part 2 of episode 3. Part 2 focuses on our topic, and we try, I said try, to stay focused. Hope you enjoy part 2.
Okay.
I love you guys.
What about Kevin Hart getting in that car accident?
Wait. We were supposed to talk about that too. What about the Kelly Clarkson show?
I didn't watch. Did you watch?
Yeah.
I recorded the first one. I
Was
haven't
it any
watched
good?
I mean, she's Kelly Clarkson. She's like a bundle of joy and
Yeah, but does it make you want to smack a bitch
a little bit.
with your dick?
What?
If I had one,
Yes. Sorry, Kelly. Boy.
would have
Yeah.
smacked a bitch with my dick.
Yeah, I didn't think she needed a show. I can't lie.
What?
I didn't think she needed a talk show. Just I like her a
I
lot.
think that they probably wooed her because she's so effervescent.
Mhm.
Kind of, you know, she's
Big
very.
word.
Thank you.
It's
EFF.
very like
Effervescent.
sugar coated.
Yeah, I feel like Steve was better. Just leave Steve Harvey
And
on.
I
don't get
don't
it.
need all that sugar.
It's early. It's early.
I need a little bit of sugar.
And
I need just Ellen. I just need 2 hours of
I just need Ellen. I agree. Did you guys watch Ellen last week? Premiere week.
Yeah.
So good. Like I love Ellen. Ellen for president.
Did you know that girl that danced for the Missy video was the little kid that danced?
Yes.
Only because I watched it after you guys.
What was her
watched
name?
it.
Allison Hoke.
Yes.
So I didn't know. I didn't watch
So-
it live. I wouldn't have known.
I didn't know that live, but I knew she had to have been something. Like
Yeah.
there was
They
some
kept the camera on
significance.
her.
Yeah.
She is like minimizing her life.
Yeah, she got
completely.
rid of everything
She got rid of everything.
except for that piano.
Right, she couldn't get rid of it.
I
She
should have
wanted
said,
someone
yeah, I
to take
wanted it. And if she signed it.
She was in Step
Hmm.
Up,
So what's a step up?
the movie
The
Step
movie
Up
Step Up.
with Channing Tatum. She's the little girl.
That is.
And
You know
his
it's-
ex,
Yeah,
Jenna
Mrs. Tatum.
Dewan.
You know, it was my husband's birthday last week
And why do we need to know that?
because Paul died.
Oh, that husband.
What other husband could there be? The legit husband of my life.
I know.
I was like, why do we care?
I know. I thought it was the real husband.
He really was
I know. He
my
was.
husband.
I know.
Was there a marriage?
Yeah, I feel like that night
There was that threesome.
that night we like
I know.
commiserated and like we vowed our
Did
hearts.
you vow?
Our hearts to one another. When we turned 40, we were going to get married, but he died before that.
And you
I'm
still
still
11
29.
years.
Yeah.
You just stopped aging.
No, yeah. Exactly what she said.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
All right, ladies.
We gotta get serious now.
Yeah, word.
Can you handle serious today?
Can you? Look
Can
at
you
my
handle-
earmuffs. Can you?
I got it.
You got to?
Yeah.
I'm gonna start calling her Tiz.
You're going to call me
Tizzo.
Tizzo?
Titty Tizzo.
Titty Tizzo! That's good. That's terrible. I could be a
You're
TLC.
Tizzo. Tizzo. No, can you do serious? This is the serious half of our podcast.
Right. So I can't with her.
If she, all I saw was it coming out
I
of
know.
I was being serious, bitch.
me. No.
Okay. Okay.
I can't wait.
Part 2 of this episode is about marbles.
Marbles. Marble
I
friends.
feel like I need to pull this up.
We'll
I
pull it.
reread it.
I did too, because
I
I
reread
did
it
my
before.
homework.
I reread it out in the parking lot.
I did too. I was on the toilet.
Oh, well, great. Yeah.
Hey, you gotta read where you can read.
Were you pooping?
No. Just a little drizzle.
You should have pooped.
I didn't have to poop. Why Why did I have to poop?
What's a trizzle?
It's just a little tinkle. That's
Yeah,
what a chisel
exactly.
is.
If you sprinkle when you tinkle, be neat and wipe the seat.
Do you realize when you take a shit, you always pee, but you don't poop when you pee? Yep, that's how that came up. How about that? You always take a shit if you poop. You always take. you always pee if you poop, but if you poop, you don't always pee. If you close your eyes, you can say that.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. You ever poop without peeing? Nope.
You ever shit without pooping?
No, because you can shit and not poop. Because a poop is like a light, girly thing. But a shit is a shit. You shat. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, for the love
I wish
of...
I could roll my R's. All right. So we have an article from Catherine Bruns. No. It's
Well-
not Burns.
Bruns.
Bruns.
Oh, excuse us.
That. Okay.
Okay, stop it.
Okay.
Kim, why don't you tell us about it?
Yeah, because you're all of a sudden sober. Do you need a drink, Kim?
She finished it.
I know she must need one because you're drunk and you're
No,
drunk.
I'm not. But I didn't. She has
What?
drank more.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
Oh, for the love of God. Oh, so what is this? A couple weeks ago, Trisha, you sent us an article called "Who Do You Trust? Marble Jars and Empathy."
That's what it's called?
And so the article was based on friendship and how people interact with each other and how you choose your friends. So basically, you have friends who are very empathetic, who, really want to hear what you're saying and care what you're saying and will check up on you and this. And then you have your friends who aren't so much, who basically will one-up you or not show up and not be there for you, tell you that they're there. And it's so the marble jar is based off of something Brene Brown had said, that was the people that go into the jar, the marbles that go into the jar are the people who are there for you, them empathetic people. And then when you take them out of the jar, those are the people that aren't. So it's basically you want to keep your jar full.
Yeah.
Right? And so if you have an empty jar for a person, then that's not the type of person you want to be around.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
So, so what are you thinking on this?
I saw this as I saw it a little differently.
Oh.
Like, I have a marble jar,
Mm-hmm.
and I have people who are inside the jar, and I have people who are outside the jar.
Oh, you definitely do
Okay,
not
I mean,
read
that's
it.
one way to look at it. I was
Like-
saying it was each person had their own, because they were saying something about each person starts with an empty jar.
She ain't read it.
I have a friendship jar,
Mm.
and my people inside the jar are like my
People.
people. And then the people outside the jar are my meh.
So that's the same concept, but you have everybody in the same jar, and we're talking like each person would have an individual jar. Same type of thing.
So basically, it's like Kim has got her own jar, and she's got 8 marbles from me. You have your own jar, and you only have 1 marble.
Well, how do you determine how many marbles a person gets?
Each
What
time
do
they
you
do something
Good or bad.
Yeah.
So I took out all the marbles out.
She said it's the same kind of concept with kids in their classroom, where every
Gotcha.
time the
Green
classroom
light,
does
red
something
light.
good, they put the marbles in, and when they don't do something they take the marbles
If they
out.
talk about
So-
themselves, don't care about you, that's what she was talking about.
I guess
yeah.
that makes me like an all or nothing person. If you're either in or out.
Yes and no. I think it's the people who you confide in, the people who you want to be around, and when there's something serious going on, those are the in people. But that doesn't mean the out people you're not friendly with or go out and have a
Correct.
drink with or whatever. It's just you wouldn't bare your soul to
But
them.
my people that are in are all in. Like, if you're a little bit out, then you're all out.
But do you tell... That's not true.
That is true.
Let me tell you why it's not. Let me tell you.
Tell us.
Because even all those people in the jar, you don't tell everything to all of them.
Well, true.
So they're not all in. There's certain people in your life that you legit can tell anything and everything to. I can tell you guys 95%.
We're still missing some part of what happened in the past.
95% I can tell you everything. But there's very few people, very, very, very few, that I would tell 100% to.
Who are the people you tell 100% to?
Suze, Sherry. Because they're single. It's only those things. It's the single slutty stuff that I wouldn't tell you guys everything. I wouldn't tell my
Because you
sisters.
think we're going to judge you.
Yeah.
But we're not.
We're not
Yeah,
judged.
but you still feel like it.
No.
But you do.
No.
When
you
we sit
feel
there-
that way.
Yes.
Yeah.
We don't feel that way.
We just pick on you, which may make you feel like we're
No, it's not
judging.
even the picking on part. Some of it probably is. Regardless, all of my best friends, all my life, I don't tell all of them everything. There's certain friends that can handle this, can't handle that.
Right.
Can roll with this, can't roll with that. At this new stage of my
Whore.
almost
stage.
30-year-old life, the hoish stage, now I'm like, oh, I cannot tell my sisters this. I'm not telling them that. You guys are my sisters. I can't tell you everything. And it's the married people, actually. I could tell Randall and Tati if I really wanted to, I could.
But that doesn't,
I couldn't tell Lauren.
in my opinion, doesn't make it a marble or not. It's trust.
No, it's not a mark. That's my
trust.
point to you.
Yeah.
It's not trust. It's because I trust you guys completely.
Right.
I just don't want you guys to look at me differently. I can handle so much different. I can handle so much different, but I can't handle
That's
the ultimate.
totally fine, and I understand that. I feel like, yeah, I don't have to tell you guys 100%, but if I was going to tell you 100%, I could trust you.
Time the fuck out. When I said what I said about you two, it was for me. What I expect from you two is to tell me 100.
Oh,
Why?
really?
Why?
Because you don't have any deep, dark secrets like I do.
Truth. Neither do you, though.
I do. That's why I don't tell you bitches all the secrets that I could have.
Mm-hmm.
You think we don't know you're not having secrets? You go radio silent
Damn
for
straight you do.
days, and
Wait.
then we're like Trisha's sucking dick.
Yep.
And then we get together here at Studio A, and we hear it all. So we know eventually it's going to come out.
Yeah, but I still don't tell you everything. But that's not the point. The point is, you tell me 100, I tell you 95.
But if you needed to tell us,
I could.
you would tell us.
Of
That's
course.
the
That's
point of the
the
marble.
point of the marble.
You don't have to, but
you know
could.
you can trust us.
No, I wouldn't tell you this part.
No, you wouldn't tell us only because of your own insecurities, but
Right,
not because
of
we
us.
would tell people, except for everybody
Okay,
that
that's fair.
listens to us.
That's
On
totally
our
fair.
podcast.
That's
Right.
why I have to tell you some stuff off the podcast. The world does not need to know
Well,
that
we're
you
not
two...
talking about recording versus trusting. If
Yeah.
you were, I feel like if you were ever in trouble or something
Oh,
was going
hands
wrong,
down. No.
Yeah.
There's the very small, little, tiny things that I just don't tell you guys because I don't want you to look at me different. That's all. I would otherwise tell you everything, honestly.
We've seen most
lot.
of it.
I'm sorry, when you're sitting there and you're just your pasties
Them
doing it.
Them is some good looking
Yeah.
We've
pasties.
seen more than most people.
Yeah, but I don't tell you everything.
Striped
But you two better
pants.
tell.
Hmm?
Those are elfin pants. You two better
Oh,
tell.
right.
Yeah, you guys better tell us everything.
Tell us everything? Is there more than one of you?
I mean, you two, bitch. You better tell me and her, and you, bitch, better tell her and me. That's all I know.
Okay.
So what do we do with the people that don't end up in the jar?
Kick rocks. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I think it's
I
fine
think that's okay.
to keep them as...
Arm's length.
Right. I mean, they're just people, they're I don't know, not associates, but they're people who you go and you can have fun with. I mean, it's not, you don't trust them, so you don't tell them your deep, dark secrets, right?
She's not telling us her deep dark
I know, well, that's true.
It's a couple secrets. They're not. It's just
But
They're
this
deep.
kind of goes back to one of our early podcasts or it could go back to toxic relationships, right? Because if there's people who, hello? if there's people who are in your life that are constantly gossiping about you, talking behind your back, just not being trustworthy, not showing up, then maybe it's time to kind of cleanse your...
It's a waste of time.
It's a waste of time.
I don't know if we have those people anymore. I feel like the last 3 years of our lives, like specifically as close as we've gotten, I feel like we have sloughed off things that, like, and people.
Sorry.
Like
your feet.
Slough. Like your little crusty feet. We've, like, gotten rid of the negative. I feel like there's a point in your life. Is that lightning?
You don't hear lightning.
No, I saw it. You didn't see it?
No.
Cut. Repieced. I feel like we have gotten rid of those. I don't think that at our age...
Agreed.
That we have that many people that, like, bring us down.
Well, I think as you meet new people, you also have a heightened awareness of what it is that you want from a friend.
Totally agree.
Right? So, or before you might have put up with a lot more of the antics because you thought, oh, I should be friends with this person, or everybody else likes this person, I should be friends with this person, or whatever.
It ties into last week, too. It's just the busier we get, we don't have a lot of time, and you just want to make the most.
Yeah. So you don't want to spend time with people that are toxic.
I don't want to spend time with the people outside of the jar.
Outside of the jar.
That was my take of this. If you're outside of the jar, why am I wasting my time? Like, let me get dinner with people inside of the jar.
Yeah.
And the older I get, the more I look around.
And there's less people in the jar.
You in the jar, you not in a jar.
Yeah.
That's how I...
And I think as we've gotten older, too, I mean, I know when I moved down here from New York, it was hard as an adult to make those
very
connections.
hard to make friends.
Right? I mean,
you guys
when you're
are
in
really
college,
lucky I fell around.
you know, you have those opportunities. God damn you. But it's hard to know who to trust and who not to trust, and so it takes so much longer to put those marbles in the jar.
And we have some friends that are going through things or have been through things and have found in the things that they've gone through who they can and can't trust and who to lean on and not lean on.
And sometimes you take marbles out of the
You
jar.
find out who your friends really are.
You have to take some marbles out sometimes.
And that's okay.
I think that's okay too.
I think it's healthy, right? I mean,
you're supposed to. You don't want to leave that shit in the jar.
Yeah, you're sloughing Negroes off.
What?
Oh,
honk!
She even surprised herself. She said it, and then she looked around like, who
was that?
Oops. That's true.
You're gonna have to honk that.
Honk.
Oh God.
Wow, you guys are off the chain.
Yeah.
This is what happens when I day drink. Have you ever
day drinking?
No, it's you, and I love you when
I
you're
day drink,
at
right?
brunch. Oh,
yeah, day drinking for me is not the ticket. It's not great. I mean, it's great for you.
When we do brunch, it's great.
We need to do brunch.
We do.
Shit, how am I gonna do that?
No time soon.
Okay, what were you gonna say?
I don't know.
Stop.
Oh yeah, it's not just friends though; it's family and
yeah,
right.
Ding, ding, ding.
I mean, because I don't think just because people are blood relatives that you necessarily have to keep them in the jar.
Agreed.
Right.
But what do you do?
You can still be sociable with them. You can still be civil at family functions, but you don't have to tell them, like...
Oh, no. I barely tell them anything.
Right.
I think you tell your family less.
My family has always been, even since I was young, middle school and high school, my family has... I had dysfunctional family, whatever, but... family were my friends. My friends' parents.
Yeah, the people that you choose.
Yes. I mean, and that's always how I've looked at it.
I agree. I mean, I'm very close to my sisters, I think, on a surface level, I feel like. Like, I don't know if any of the four of us tell each other everything. I think we tell each other a lot. But I think we hold, even between the four of us, I think we hold back a lot.
And maybe siblings who are, you know, male, female, maybe that there's more of a bond there for in general.
I don't know.
I mean, just having had brothers.
Yeah, I have a brother, sister-in-laws.
Yeah.
You have sister-in-laws?
Well, I have a sister-in-law from my brother, and then Danny's brother has a wife.
2 sister-in-laws.
So
1 brother, 1 brother-in-law.
And you want, because I grew up very close with my cousins, so you want your kids to have that kind of relationship. But
Sure.
Like you said, it's not just because you're related doesn't make it natural. In fact, it makes it, I think, harder sometimes.
Kind of forced into it.
Yeah. That's why your friends, your family of friends are the ones that you choose. You choose them. And it doesn't mean that you love or trust or care for your own intimate family, your immediate family, any less. It's just relationships are different, and the way that you guys grew up, even in the same house. You saw things completely different.
Oh, yeah.
Well, because I look at my kids, my God, they view the world totally different.
Yeah. So even in the same house, you grew up with a different perception. I think my sisters and I totally grew up in the same house, and we all saw things completely different.
Sure.
So I'm just trying to see some of these things. It says for me, and this is whoever Catherine is. Marbles go in when friends do things like follow through, shows up on time, invites me to occasion, shares deeper thoughts, and demonstrates care. Now it doesn't say tells me everything, just deeper thoughts.
See, I told you. I ain't terrible for not telling you everything.
Mom got sick. Mom got sick, and my marble jar friends came to the rescue. I knew exactly who to call, who to count on for support, and whose shoulder to ball on.
Yeah.
And that's true.
When do
Absolutely.
marbles
I mean, there'd
come
be
out?
certain people that, like you said, if I'm going through one thing, I might call someone else because that's what I need at the time. It's not like I wouldn't trust the situation to somebody else, but
That's
at
what
that
you needed.
moment, I need somebody who's, for lack of a better example, whose shoulder I can cry on.
Yeah.
And not judge me and not one-up me and not say, oh, I remember when, for me.
Happened to me. And
Right. And I know we've all done that. I know I've done that. And you don't mean it that way to your good friends. It's like...
Sometimes stories like that help to make you not feel alone.
Yeah.
Well, they're trying to relate
So
to
it's trying to figure out when that is
But
appropriate.
For the 3 of us, you can always come to the 3 of us. There's no situation where we really can't, except for my situation, but you all's situation. You guys can always come to us 3. You 2 can always come to us 2, whichever one of you 2 is in the one that needs to come to us.
She's so good at math.
Comprende?
When do you come to us?
Always, except for when I need to not come to you on this one situation. I can't tell you this. It ain't right.
Oh.
Are you dealing drugs?
Yes.
Okay.
That's all we need to know.
Cocaine. I
So-
don't snort it.
Marbles come out when you say you want to get together with me, but always have an excuse not to.
Oh, I do that.
Or disrespect my time by being late.
Don't do that.
I do that. Marbles come out in fistfuls when you always talk about yourself and rarely about my world. So listening is important.
Super.
Respecting
huge.
time.
Just listening, though.
Listening is huge.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We'd love to listen to you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All day
That's because y'all
long.
just want to laugh at me and be like, ah. I don't think so. Okay.
That's what she thinks.
No, not for this. The thing that I'm not telling you is not about laughter.
But you keep telling us you're not telling us something, and that makes us feel worse.
Do you
It
feel
makes us
okay?
feel
Because
bad.
we want to be there for you.
There's nothing to be there for. It's not bad. I mean, it's bad. It's not bad.
She was being more of a hoe,
Yeah.
and you don't want to tell us how
Yeah.
hoish you got.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Does
she got
his name rhyme with a carcass?
No, you jackass. No.
Okay.
No.
If
We're
we
done.
guessed, would you tell us?
No.
Okay. All right. Wait, there's more. When I meet someone new, the marble jar is empty. I'm looking to see how trustworthy that person is.
That's what Kim and I were saying.
Gotcha. Every person has a jar.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Where I'm like, hey, get in my marble jar with all my other marble friends.
Cesspools. You have a cesspool of stuff, and we have a fresh jar for each person, so herpes does not get spread around.
So do you feel like at this age, where Kim and I are in a certain bracket, and you are lying about the bracket you're in, okay, do you feel like there's less than or more than there were like 5 or 10 years ago?
We have less. I think we have less now. Because we don't need all of that.
I also think that we didn't know what it was. We didn't.
We put up with a lot of things.
Yeah, at this point I don't want to. And I said this last week, I want more.
More bang for your buck. You want
more bang from a buck.
Like you said earlier, we're busy. Yeah. I don't want to waste my time on someone who's going to hurt me or make me feel bad about myself or not, give back what I'm giving.
Give back. Seriously, give back. Even though there's those friends that we talked about last week before, whatever. Even though there's those friends that we don't have to talk to on the regular, we don't have to see on a regular basis, and when we get together, everything is copacetic.
Yeah,
that's just God's gift. That I don't include them as being a part of in or out of the marble jar. They're completely 100% in. I just don't need them as often as I need you. Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
Yeah.
But you're talking out of both sides of your mouth.
I am?
Yeah.
No.
Because you need us, but you won't.
I won't tell those other ones either, the little tiny secret I could be keeping today.
You're pregnant.
She ain't pregnant. She's drinking like a fish. She's not pregnant.
No, you don't ever have to worry about that one.
See, that I don't feel like it's that. I think she's afraid to share the depth of her dirtiness because she thinks we're going to judge her.
You called it dirty,
No,
she
because
doesn't
that's
know
what
it is.
you think.
That's what you said.
You say it. We don't think that.
Okay, we're not talking about it anymore.
I think what I view as a marble is that I'm gonna lean on you if I need you, and it might be ugly, but I want you to feel like you can lean on me back. That's how I see a marble situation.
I totally believe I can lean on you. I just don't want you to see me in that light.
That's fine.
That's
I think
all.
this is
Why is that fine?
Thank you, Kim.
this is not. I mean that.
Why is that fine?
Because
at the ugliest of ugly times, don't you want her to call
But
us?
she's not. It's not that she's feeling bad about it. She doesn't think that she's got to tell anybody yet. It's not that she's feeling down and sad about
her
it.
dirty sexual escapades.
I'm
talking about her sad times where you and
That-
I have
yes,
been like,
that's a wholly
Trisha's
different
sad and
subject.
she's not talking to us.
That's a different subject.
That is so few and far in between where I think you guys worry that I'm depressed or sad, and I'm not.
That's because you go off the radar.
I'm just busy.
And you're busy, all right.
Yeah, I'm not. You guys, hands down, like, no bullshit. I might be quiet for a while here and there. It's just because we're not together all the time anymore, so I'm off doing whatever I'm doing. I told you guys this 1,000 times. I don't get depressed. I don't get sad. Was there a moment this year where I was a little bit down? Absolutely. So rare.
But who do you talk to when you?
I talked to you guys about
She
it.
did talk to us.
I talked to you guys. It took me a while to come out because I'm the one that everybody sees as being so strong, and I believe that and it's not just you. It's everybody in my life puts me on this pedestal of being this super strong woman who can do this and do that, and she takes punches and she can just barrel through it. So then when I have those very moments, those very few moments where I am weak, I don't want anybody to know because they put me up here and they made me think they believe I can handle everything.
Right.
I don't want to ruin that perception for you. I don't know how to ruin it. I also don't like appearing weak. So I do keep those very few moments to myself.
But don't you think that makes you stronger?
No.
Well, I'm putting this out there. I don't put you on that pedestal.
Thanks, boo.
So if you
got no pedestal here.
if you are feeling weak, I want you to come to us because I see a marble as a 50-50. And if I'm going to cry and lean on you, I want to feel like it's not like a one-way friendship.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm putting it all on you and then you don't put it on me. If that makes sense.
It totally makes sense. There's just not that much to put on you.
That's
It's
totally,
it's like that one friend of ours.
Yes.
That
put
out so much on me for that, that period of time. And I just was like, wait a minute, when are you going to ask about me? When are you going to wonder how I am? I'm fine, but when are you going to wonder? So I understand there's got to be some sort of a balance, but it is very difficult for me personally to allow myself to come out of that shell of being Wonder Woman and show vulnerability.
Okay.
That's all it is.
Totally fine.
So it doesn't happen often. I promise you, it truly, truly does not happen often at all. But that has not been what's going on this summer. I'm just busy. You're busy.
Oh, we know that's not what's happening this summer.
It's a hot girl summer.
We're just saying, if the time were ever to come.
I know. And I hope you all know. I totally know if I'm having anything, I will get in my car and be at your fucking houses and sleep there with Moose and Riley and Shane and Remy and the other one.
My dog first.
The dog was first.
Because I don't like
My
it.
dog.
I don't like your dog. But if I needed it, I know I could go and be there and I will be taken care of.
That's all that matters. And that's my definition of marble.
Well, your marbles are a lovely color.
Putting that marble in the jar.
It's difficult to get in my jar.
Yeah.
My jaw is open.
Open. And can I just say how much I love Brene Brown?
Is that how you say her name?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about her. Because I've heard her name a lot, but I don't know.
Go into Netflix. Her newest book.
Is it comedy or is she like?
No, she's a motivational speaker.
I thought she was
a comedian. Did you read the marbles?
Well, why do they have a motivational speaker on Netflix?
Oh, it's her
TED Talks.
She's like big on TED Talks.
Word.
But did you ever watch the show on Netflix, the Wine Country?
Yeah.
Wine Country? Did you?
Nope.
Oh,
the chick
they're all in a restaurant and Brene Brown's there and they're like and they're going over and they're accosting her.
Didn't.
She's good. Watch it on Netflix.
Did you guys watch Dave Chappelle, by the by?
I haven't yet.
Danny and I started it, and then our kids came in, and we're like,
Yeah, it's deep, man. Dave goes in.
He's like sober too, and he's right.
I don't know if he was ever really not sober. I think he was mental. It wasn't a sobriety thing.
Yeah,
I think that mentally he had a lot with the Chappelle show.
Coming at him.
Yeah, I don't think it was an alcoholism or a drug addiction. I think he was mentally a little bit jacked up. But now, man, he came out guns blazing in this new comedy special, and he goes there. It's so real and so raw, and things that you think of that you're uncomfortable to laugh because you're like, fuck, I do think that. Oops.
Well, that's what comedians are for, right? To say what
that's
people
what he
are
does.
thinking.
This is like, take a look at yourself. There is a joke about, he's talking about gay men, lesbians, bisexuals, transgendered, and maybe that's all. Queer. There's a gnat in the house, and it's driving me fucking nuts, by the by. Anyway, he's talking about all of these four groups, the LGBTQs, in a car. Mm-hmm. Well, the Q is on the outside, forgive me. And he says, the lesbians and the gays don't really get along. The gay guys do not like lesbians. And that everybody doesn't like the bisexual because those bitches fuck anybody, so we don't like you. And then the transgender, we're all still confused about the transgender person, so we don't really talk to you, so you're in the back. And then the queer white guy in the short shorts standing on the side of the road is leaning in the car, and he goes, yeah, I can fuck any of you guys.
All from Dave Chappelle's house.
Oh, God.
Oh, it's good. It's good. Thought-provoking.
Maybe now I'll watch it while my daughter's at outdoor.
There you go. I saw him on...
right now?
Yeah.
Oh, cool beans.
I saw him on Jerry Seinfeld's show, the Comedians in Cars.
Mm-hmm. That was good.
I thought his was very not funny.
He was more serious.
He was more serious.
Yeah, he's
very
smart dude.
Thought-provoking. And you know how he talks kind of slow and very thoughtfully? I was expecting it to be Dave Chappelle, bam, 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 bam. Nope. Mm-mm. And it was definitely more...
Do you remember he was just in...
Yes.
Shallow.
Not Shallow. A Song is Born.
A Star
is Born.
Wow.
A song is.
I got closer than you, shallow.
That's true.
A Star is Born.
And he was very serious. He played like a very
with Gaga and Dude.
Mm-hmm.
He played Dude's best friend.
He's so hot. He played his best friend.
Time out. We're talking about Dude, right? Not Chappelle. Who's the hot
We're
one?
talking about
Not Chappelle. We're talking
Bradley
about Bradley
Cooper.
Cooper.
Bradley Cooper's best friend.
Cooper. I did. It's a long story. Anyway.
I don't need to know.
Bradley Cooper did your pooper?
I did his.
Ow!
Oh, I didn't. I'm joshing. But that would be a great story.
No.
Oh.
It'd be something.
Did we cover this? Did we do enough?
I think we did
I
plenty.
think it was good.
We talked about
Be a marble in the jar.
in the
Just
jar.
be there for your friends.
Be a marble in the jar.
Be a pink marble in the jar. Or green or yellow or orange.
Just
or
be in the
purple.
jar.
Be in the jar.
Be
of
rainbow.
the marbles.
Rainbow.
Be a LGBTQ jar.
All the TTTs.
Be all the Q's and the T's and the P's and the R's.
In the jar.
In the jar, though.
Yeah.
Great. Wonderful. Bye. Happy birthday.
Do we have to sing again?
No, we already sang. She'll clip, cut. Okay.
TT's got a date to get to.
She does. She's got dinner.
Come now.
You come now. You be coming.
Gonna stick her tongue down
Someone
his throat.
be coming now.
No.
So no one told you life was
She wants to sing.
this way.
Good job, you broke your joke.
Your love life's DOA.
Looks like we're always stuck in second gear.
Remember the first week when we said third year?
We did?
I think so. It was our third season.
Third gear.
Oh, we should stick to that. Okay, happy birthday, Mitch.
All right, bye guys.
Bye-bye.
About you.
Oh.
I'm making a sound of instead of the bell for the rest of the year.
Okay.